The endocrine system is like this interface between the body and the mind. It is like the connection between your corporal physical structure and your psychic structure. When I was talking about when a male child should start wearing the Indian loincloth, I spoke about the connection between the thymus gland and a child's ability to grasp knowledge, the enthusiasm of a child, and its enhanced ability to grasp knowledge. So I know some of you must have taken that with a pinch of salt, but if you think about it intuitively, you would actually agree with me. Like each and every endocrine gland is actually related to some sort of psychic propensity. The way they get stimulated is related to some sort of psychic propensity. If you like, and I keep repeating how the lower glands are more animalistic and the upper glands become more and more human and divine. Well, if you think about it, let us start with the uh, basic things that animals do. Animals are only concerned with survival, right? If you observe all the animals in the world, all they want to do is survive. And if you see the adrenal gland, it it starts secreting adrenaline whenever you are in that survival mode. The whole fight or flight response stimulates the adrenal gland and makes it secrete adrenaline. And this happens when not just with animals, it happens with human beings too. Whenever we are in that mode, in that survival mode, we our adrenal glands do secrete adrenaline. So that is like the basic thing that all animals do. Like if you think about a slightly more enhanced life, would be something like a pleasure seeking life, and that is what is like connected the desire for copulation or the desire for love. It stimulates it stimulates the the genitals, the reproductive glands. This again is more of a animalistic tendency. Animals, they either reproduce or they survive. They look for food and they reproduce. That is what animals do. And this tendency, it's there in the human system too. And then if you slightly look at the upper gland, which is like the pancreas, so like you you associate the fire in the belly. Like when I was talking about the adrenal gland, I said survival mode, it triggers the psychic propensity of fear. And that is what the fear is the psychic entity that is actually creating or secreting the adrenaline. So fear is a psychic thing that is stimulating the adrenal gland. Similarly, love or lust is stimulating uh, the reproductive glands. And uh, and if you think about the higher propensities of mankind, human beings are slightly above survival and pleasure seeking. We want to do something in life, and that is associated with this whole phrase of fire in the belly. And it's basically the catabolic action that is brought about by the secretion of the pancreas and the liver. That is what gives you the energy. That is what digests the food and gives you the energy to do something more in life. So that again is associated with a psychic propensity of doing something. Then comes the higher propensity of enthusiasm, interest, and love for all things around you. So that's why I spoke about how the thymus gland, well, when it is active, human beings or children, they are very enthusiastic, and they want to learn. They are also capable of learning more. And then if you think about the upper glands, like the thyroid, the pituitary, and the pineal gland. Well, that would require me to explain or speak about something more elaborate, and that would actually require a different video. But I suppose you are getting the point. Uh, the whole concept of animalistic tendencies getting focused, or animalistic tendencies focusing on the lower glands, and slightly more human tendencies focusing on the upper glands, it actually makes a lot of sense. So yeah, it's not like, it is something that you can think about, you know. So I just made this video to just give you guys something to think about on these lines. So that's it.